Okay. Got the ice cream. Put that away. Okay. Oh, my phone. My daughter. Yes? You want me to come on the back porch? Yeah, I'll be right there. How long have you been hiding out here? Hey. You... Don't you try to hide your face from me. I can tell you've been crying. What's going on? Here, let me join you on the swing. You want to talk to me about something? Okay, what is it? Have I ever felt abandoned? Well, yes, I have in several situations in my life, but why? Okay. All right, hold on, honey. Hold on. Just a minute. Let me get a word in here. First off, I didn't divorce you. I divorced your mother, not you. Why? Because it got to the point where your mother and I just... Well, we didn't really love each other as a husband and wife should. No, it had nothing to do with you. Not at all. Honey, I've been through divorce. I've been where you are. Yes, my parents divorced when I was in my late teens. Actually, I was past age. I was about the same age you were, 18, when they divorced. Yes, it hurt. I felt like many times that I was abandoned by one, and sometimes both of them. Why one and not both? Well, it all had to do with the influence I was under. My mother, or in this case, your late grandmother, whom you never met, tried to influence me that Grandpa or my dad was the bad guy. It took me moving out from my mother's influence and house and living with him just like you're living with me and having some conversations just like we are right now to get things straightened out. You need to keep in mind, sweetie, that I would never, ever divorce you kids. You and your siblings are very special to me. You always will be. And that's never gonna change. My love for you will never change. I know it probably feels like I have abandoned you and what's been going on, but I haven't. I think about you all the time. Even if you didn't want to live with me or see me again, I would still love you. You know, God is like that. You know how I felt when you came to live with me? I felt like the father in the parable of the prodigal son. He welcomed his son home. Do you remember how I welcomed you home even though it was the middle of the night? Yeah, and you ran away. That's how the father welcomed his prodigal son. He took him back, despite all he had done. Daughter, I have forgiven you for all the things that you have said about me and what you have done to me in the past. My love for you is just like God's love, and just like the Father's love for his Son, unconditional. You, right now, you and your brother are the only two that have chosen to come back home. I'm not giving up on your sisters. I never will. All I can do is keep praying for them. Did your mother say some things to you? Not today. But she has. Oh, honey, I can relate so well to that. And you know what? I'll be here. And your stepmother will be here. Anytime you have questions for both of us, or either one of us. Why did I choose your stepmother over you? Because, honey, if I would have stayed, I would have died inside. I was already doing that. It has nothing to do with you. Yes, I know my own mother did that to me too. She, in some ways, abandoned me because she was only looking out for herself. And she put your aunt and me on the line. In other words, she let us suffer because of her choices. That's how I felt abandoned. By her and by your grandpa. Can I ask you something? Do you feel that way about me and your mother? You do. You know, I felt that way too. What have I done about it? Well, I thank the Lord, and I'm glad you have Jesus in your heart just like I have him in mine. Because he will help us get through this. Your grandpa told me something. The advantage between my marriage and his marriage was that I had Jesus on my side. I had him in my life. And I'm glad you do too. I'll always be here for you. No, I don't mind that we talk like this. How else are we supposed to get answers out on the table? Your brother hasn't asked me questions yet, but I'm sure he will in time. And you know what? I don't mind you asking me these questions. I'm glad that you are asking me, because it shows that you want to know what's really going on. Like I said, I did not divorce you kids as your mother led you to believe. And no, I did not choose to walk away from you guys intentionally, on purpose. I was driven away. Yes, I was. Grandpa was driven away from me and your aunt. And I was driven away from you kids. Why did I do what I did? Why was I on my devices all the time? Because that was my escape. That was my escape from living in what I called hell. No, you kids were not to blame. I tried communicating with your mother, but it wouldn't work. Did that answer some of your questions? Okay, good. You know what? It's starting to get a little chilly out here. Let's go ahead and head on in. Yeah. And your stepmother loves you just as much as I do. So if you have questions for her, talk to her. How else are you going to get to know her? All right, let's head on in.